Megan 2.0. Man, continuing our interesting Hollywood-esque of the AI craze of 2025, we ask ourselves the question, if we can make dinosaurs that kill people profitable, what do we do about the AI robots that can be unstoppable, right? So it's crazy because I'd like to say that we're not even anywhere close to any of that, but anyone who knows anything about technology and where we've been heading and kind of what they're testing out nowadays knows that we're pretty there. It's not that far off. We can imagine it sooner than later, especially with how fast technology grows, things are going to change, hypothetically. So, what do we do now? Because we've done the killer spooky robot, we've done the AI taking over your smart homes. We've seen all that kind of play out already, and while I won't say that I couldn't have gone for another kind of like a spoopy horror technology, techno horror angle, we do get something completely different. There was a movie a while back, I think it was 2017, God, that was such a good year, called Alita Battle Angel. And Alita Battle Angel, I believe, was a collaboration with James Cameron, yes, that guy, and something. It was like a Latino name, or maybe Toro, maybe not. But the animation and just the amount of like smoothness that came from that CGI in 2017, if I'm getting the year right, was unbelievable. Because if you remember, that's around the same time that we got Detective Pikachu and we got the other live action oh, Sonic the Hedgehog, yeah. So that's like about the time that people were getting very creative and energetic about how the CGI thing would play out. And now, as we've discussed with Jurassic Park last week, and how we can bring the wonders of the imagination and the horrors to presentation now with digital artists, we get something fascinating. Because we're used to this kind of doll-like character being in the scene, but I don't know how they pulled it off, but we've hit a new level of like smoothness. And I'm not sure if this is like a physical doll and then they kind of like do stuff to it, but it's good. It's really good. It blows me away because you start thinking about the possibilities of what someone as creative as these guys, I won't say they're atomic monster, and kind of giving them, for example, what is Hideo Kojima's Death Stranding movie coming through A21, and if you get some type of this, yes, you can do the technology that's being presented and you can easily convert that to Death Stranding, but also like an idea of the inspiration of how obtuse stories, narrative experiences that are on digital platforms can be, and how presenting that in the Hollywood or the movie era or the 2D experience, live action experience, can do something different. When I originally heard that they're gonna go for like a top end of the world mission storyline for Megan, originally I was like, bro, What's going on? Like, what are we doing here? Like, real talk. And I like asking that question a lot. It brings me a sense of contemplation that is very necessary. Critical thinking, people. Let's get used to it. And it was a while in when it kept on building up what they were trying to do, and it looked like they were gonna go for again, this end of the world mission. But the question was, how do you make this character that goes from killing people, right? Goes from being like basically a horror monster villain, and then you take them and you present them as like humanity's last hope, and they pull it off. They do a lot of good work. We don't know necessarily where the line lies of like how good of an actor, quote unquote, in the story this robot is, or just how well the writing is done, that it really kind of like fleshes itself naturally. But this gets full marks in terms of just presenting you with a scenario, adding the players, adding the stakes, and just upping the ante by naturally kind of progressing and upgrading, yes, like pun intended, but also character developing your character to not only kind of like be the strong, cool character at the end of the story, but also have the right kind of mindset and the moral understanding to kind of present all of that with like a sense of pride, and like the healthy pride. Let's say like, oh, they earned that, they deserved that, or they really went for it and they did something with that. And with that, I really gotta say, it took me by surprise, but it's funny, it's pretty, man, some of the action scenes on this, I will shit you not, I'm sorry. Some of the action scenes in this are better than the action scenes in Ballerina. Just let that sink in. And it's not necessarily because the choreography is better, even though the choreography is really good on them. Good locks, good positions. But I feel like just adding this sense of like weight behind the actions of these robots, I guess, adds like a sense of intensity. I guess it's the same concept behind like why Captain America punching through a stone wall can be like impactful. It's like, oh, we can't do that, but this robot with titanium plating skeleton can do that. So we're gonna do that. And then to see two titanium robots like doing their thing is very impressive. Oh, that's what I was thinking of. It reminded me of The Matrix at certain points. Like even like the CGI, or even just the way it was presented, felt like The Matrix. And I recently saw The Matrix, really recently, rewatched it, and it really was a kung fu campy movie, but like washed in the new age, like a new wave, a new metal, kind of like fresh coat of painting. And they presented that to the new age with the internet age, and that's why The Matrix was one of the best movies of all time. And they had guns, lots of guns. But if you take that same kind of like mentality of adapting to the new age, you change it to AI, and you present this brand new hero like The Matrix to do all this kung fu and this cool shit. And yeah, you get yourself a brand new action hero, which is incredible. In my brain, like, it's incredible that a studio, that a director, that a writer, that a storyteller can create this character, initially give them a what's the word? A purpose, in the original story, have that take place, take into account, and then become something different in the second part. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that have done that before, sure, but it's mind bending to me that a studio, a huge company, a huge team were able to be like, yeah, okay, no, we did the horror element, but we got something better. And yes, it is better. It is so much. Well, I actually did like Megan. The first one was good as a horror element. I am a horror fan, but I guess I am a kung fu fan more than anything. So, seeing her do her fucking little what? Yeah, Wing Chun was pretty badass. So I'm excited. I'm genuinely excited to see what this team can do with projects like Death Stranding, the movie, Jordan Peele's collaboration, and there's just a lot, man. It's so cool that there is a team out there that, yes, has the money, has the backing, has a universal pedigree, but is still able to present quality back to back to back. And it's good, man. At this point, I'm glad that there is a team that is not just happy that the first one did what it did and are selling out. I Know What You Did Last Summer is coming out with like its third sequel or whatever. But they took that character in stride. They took the lessons. They took kind of like the icon that they created, and they did something more with it. And to this moment, I don't think I've seen that done before on a scale as big as this, which is not that big of a scale, but to me, it means something. So I will definitely say it's a great time. 6 out of 7? 7 out of 7, doesn't matter. It's a good time. Go check it out. Definitely Megan 2.0. If you haven't seen the original Megan, you don't necessarily need to watch this one, but it makes good context to be like, yo, this is that robot, huh? Okay. So if anything, it kind of feels like Sonic the Hedgehog 1 going to Sonic the Hedgehog 2 in all the best ways. So take that as it will. Know that I'm a big fan of when it comes to technology. They do go really hard on the AI aspect and like kind of like what's going on, and it is a techie universe that they work in, that they live, breathe in. So there is interesting angles and just very reflective of our timeline and where we're at and what that means, and just learned a thing or two, you know? But hey, if that ain't your cup of tea, cheers. It's time. It's time. Ladies and gentlemen, bust out the frickin' champagne. Dude, let me tell you something. Son. Baby, never mind. So, friend, mate, let me tell you something. I'll leave it in the background. That's how good this. Oh my god. So when you are hitting a certain speed, right? When you're in your lane, when you're zooming, and when you see all those like lanes kind of like pass by you, you hit another level of concentration. Some people call it the zone. Other people call it focus. But it is a synchronicity of your mind, your time in place, your place in time, and just the energy coming from the machine. And as like, and I'm saying all this, and that doesn't matter because this is fucking Formula One. This is the fastest shit alive. If Gran Turismo came out from Sony and they were like, yo man, we're gonna make this cool movie about this guy who learns how to drive real fast, and the guy from Stranger Things is gonna be there. It's gonna be good. And it was great. I like that. It was a good time. It was like a little vroom vroom. Yeah, good stuff. Made me play Gran Turismo with the homies for a while. But then you get Apple. Apple. I'm still iffy about how Apple Films is working and how the kind of what that does to the environment. But as of right now, Apple Films hired Brad Pitt, made a collaborative deal with F1 Motorsports, which is owned by certain people. I just want to put that one out there. And decided to just freaking go for it, man. Oh my God. Look at that shit. Ah, it's so good. And just nothing that I say can really like represent that experience, right? Seeing it in IMAX is the way to go because you get that maximum view. Again, when you are in the zone, it's the zone because you are receiving all this visual, but you are just so acknowledged in your lane that you know what you need to know, that you're in your zone. And man, it's so good, man. Just even the story of this is really intense. It's a dude who's like, yo man, I did this in my younger days, but I don't want to do this anymore. Nobody knows why, blah blah blah. You'll find out later, wink wink, don't judge. And then there's this rookie guy who's like, yo man, I'm the shit because I'm good, because I'm young, but I'm good. And then the older guy goes like, yeah, he's good, but he's not that good. So I'm gonna teach him a lesson. And then it becomes like this like, it starts like as a sibling, like almost like argumentative thing because they're in the same team and have to work together, but they start picking on each other in a way that it shows them like who they are deep down, right? And that's something that I don't think we get as well. I want to say that interpersonal relationship between the two leads is so good because you can just feel how bad the new kid wants it, like how bad he needs it. And then you just see the older cat who's like, nah, dude, I've been through there. I've been there. I've done that. Like, it's not that big of a deal. And you just see these two ideals of like what are we doing here? What are we doing this for? Kind of like collide together. And yeah, that is the question. Even at the end, they ask the one question: if it's not about the money, then why do you do it? So fucking good. Oh man. But yeah, granted, every fucking machine that they pilot is like more than like 10 grand or 100 grand or whatever. 10 grand maybe per machine? No, 100 grand. 10,000 grand, there you go. So yeah, man, there's not much to say about what this is. It is the redemption story of the old dog, the old legend that never was, coming back into the fray, and not only being there to make his mark, but while he's there, he finds redemption in teaching the new kid to be better. And I believe that's it. I believe that's it, right? At the end of the day, we as humans, we will consistently fuck up. We will always be not as great as we know that we should be, that we could be. And while it's almost selfish and hypocritical to kind of imprint those responsibilities onto the next generation, it's definitely done through love, I would say, or it's there's a sense of responsibility, but there's also like a sense of love behind the action of like, hey man, if you can learn to be like water, if you can learn these lessons that I've learned the bullshit way, and I can teach you, or I can show you, or I can push you, or I can edge you, or I can nudge you to the right way without being the asshole that tells you, hey, you gotta do it this way, and this way, or you fucking suck. Is like, no, it takes such a developed mind and a strong emotional kind of response to be able to be like, oh, this kid needs to learn, but I'm not gonna be the one to necessarily like to cram it down his throat. He's gonna learn, but he's gonna learn in a safe environment because I'm gonna go out of my way to make sure he doesn't go up in smoke. So inspiring in so many ways, right? And just the commentators during the races is one of the coolest things. It does feel like it's happening. It does feel like it's like the moment that's happening. And dude, it feels so good. If you have those 4DX movie screenings where the movie chair moves along with the the visuals, I would I would highly recommend checking that one out. I think F1 in that scenario is probably one of the best experiences you can do this year. So, man, Formula One, do you got what it takes for that one day? If you're number one, you can say you are the best in the world, the fastest. I don't know, it doesn't matter. But it doesn't matter because it's not, what do we do it? It's not about the money, son. What do we do it? It's about the thrill. It's about the heart. It's about being alive. Woo! And that's what Formula One is all about. So definitely go check that out. Easy. 7 out of 7. Easy money, baby. So good. It's so good from beginning to end. There's not like a moment of oh, I guess I did go pee like twice, but like there's moments of like character development, and even those moments are very exciting to watch because again, you're trying to see these two characters kind of like balance each other out, but the natural chemical reaction to two chemicals reacting or meeting is very reactive. So it's quite the interesting journey to watch the bottle not explode, even though there are cracks in the lid. But hey, go check it out. Honestly, so freaking good. I'm so glad it exists. I love motorsports. Like that's something that maybe a lot of people don't really know, but just being able to feel the emotion of being in the driver's seat behind the wheel on those turns, like, is whew, chef's kiss. But hey, that's what we do. We got a need for speed. We got places to be, people to say. That's right. Your boy will be at Anime Expo. It's gonna happen very soon. I will hang out with the fam first, and then we'll go out there and we'll take care of some things. There is a, what anime was it? Panel happening today. Oh, there is a The Dangers in My Heart panel at Anime Expo happening that I will try to see if I can make too, but I'll see what happens. We'll make that one work out. But that's gonna be it for me, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you've had fun. It's been your boy, EXP66 Stitch, here, wishing you buenos dias, buenas tardes, and an awesome noche. Pero hasta la próxima. Ciao. Matane. This is why we have the Steam Deck. Oh, hey.